Induction it's soon to be our future here, and it's not going away anytime soon. And that's especially true here in California with all those building codes and new permitting details coming out all the time. But interestingly enough, induction cooking now is about 8% of the whole entire market share, and it's projected for an almost double-digit growth moving past 2023. So I will always love to touch on induction, a few of these five topics on kind of what is important with induction and kind of why we're transitioning to it. Number one, especially here in California, it's energy efficient. They're proven to be more energy efficient. And this is because heat isn't lost in the transferring process while you're cooking. With gas and electric ranges, so much of that energy is lost in the air around those pots and pans and other cookware. For example, 50% of the heat is generated by gas is wasted when it escapes around that pan, and it's 90% efficient with induction. So you're going to get faster boiling times, more efficient simmers, and all that good stuff. Next, we're going to talk faster cooking times. With induction, you don't got to wait for the heating element to transfer to the cookware. Instead, the pan heats up directly. For example, electric cooktops take a lot of time to heat up and cool down, and with gas, it can be difficult to hit that precise temperature. When you turn off the burner, the heat transfer stops immediately with induction, so there's a less chance of you boiling something or overcooking or burning something. Induction releases less heat. Since only the pan gets hot, the heating element, like a burner, will never be exposed, preventing a fire or any kind of heating hazard. So if you host parties or you have small children, or even just move in a high traffic environment within your home, you'll have peace of mind knowing no one's going to get burned. Next, induction is the safest option to cook. So not only do you not have to worry about being burned, but induction doesn't emit gas into the air. Induction doesn't give off the chemicals like gas does, so you won't need such a strong ventilation system. Something also really awesome about induction is that many products have safety built-in features. So the unit will turn itself off when the cookware is removed for too long, or it'll power off when it's overheating. So it'll be nice to know when next time you leave your house, you won't be asking yourself, hey, did I leave the stove on? And the last thing I want to talk about before I jump into the different products is how induction is really easy to clean. Since the only part of the induction range to truly heat up is covered by your cookware, most spills won't have a chance to even make it to the cooking surface. All you'll need to do is just wipe up any spills and splatters with a damp sponge or cloth. No special cleaning solution will be required. And induction ranges have an electric oven, so you'll know they'll come with a self-clean for that oven chamber. So on the top, you're covered for easy cleaning, and in the oven chamber, you're easy cleaning. So let's just jump right into it. I have 6 ranges I want to talk about today. The first one is Wolf. It is new for 2022, 2023. They did an entire revamp on this unit. They improved the boost and bridge function. So your power boost is going to be for those quicker boils. Bridge functions is when you're combining those two elements together for one big one, if you have like a griddle or something like that. They redesigned the touchscreen. So if you're familiar with those M-series ovens that Wolf has, it's going to be introduced here into the range. You're going to have a dual verticross convection. This is a trademark technology that is found in Wolf only. It is 2 vertical fans in the back that are spinning and crossing over the middle, and this is going to give you better results in a bigger oven. Wolf Gourmet, so like before they brought it in from their wall oven series, this is things like programmable recipes that you're going to have where they'll give you a step-by-step, like kind of tutorial on how to cook some of your most favorite foods. And this is also going to be a 50 amp unit. So it's going to require a little bit more power, which is good because you're going to get more wattage out of those top burners. It comes in 30 and 36. And if you would like to learn a little bit more about the Wolf ranges, click this video below to jump to one of my other webinars that breaks this down further. Next, we're going to get into Miele. So if you look at the picture here, you're going to notice an ergonomic handle. It's going to be really easy when multitasking, when you have something in one hand and trying to open that door. It'll have backlit knobs, so you'll know when and which zones you're running. And then you'll have notice that the control panel rotates up as well. So no more getting on hands and knees. You'll notice that just by looking down in a standing position, you'll see everything that you need to do right on that control panel there. It has a wireless meat probe, so no more worrying about just sticking it into the side of the wall oven, reaching around trying to find the input. It has 4 spots on the temperature probe itself, so you'll be sure to get a very accurate reading. It also has Moisture Plus, so for all our bakers out there, don't worry about drying anything out. You can inject moisture and steam into that cavity while it's baking, roasting, broiling. This is also a 50 amp unit. So you're going to get those stronger wattages on the top of those burners, but just keep that in mind when installing it or speccing it. And this is only available in 30 inches. Fisher and Paykel, this is a very fun range. They have a few actually, because there's 3 different styles to choose from. You're going to get your classic. So that's going to be where you're going to introduce color. So if you see this half of the red range right here, that's going to be an example of a classic. You're going to have a contemporary, which for those folks that are looking for more of a minimalistic design with clean lines and contrast, that might be for you. And then you're going to have, of course, the professional. So this is going to be the other half of the range on that bottom corner that you're going to see in this photo. You're going to use bolder knobs and handles, and it's going to give you that footprint of a more robust appliance. There's 15 oven functions, which is quite a bit compared to all the other ones I'm talking about today. One of the coolest options, though, is air fry. So I remember a couple years ago with the air fry, they're really popular, one of those countertop appliances. But countertop space in general is very sacred. So the fact that this has an air fry in there, especially coming into the new year, it's going to be really advantageous. It has 4 or 5 cooking zones because it comes in 30 or 36 inches. And recently posted, I have an entire webinar about Fisher Paykel ranges. So that covers gas and induction. So if you would like to learn more, click the link below. Bertazzoni. So with Bertazzoni, there's going to be 2 series to choose from. You're going to get the Masterpiece or the Professional. The Professional series is the one pictured here. There's going to be 6 color options. So it'll have a taste, a flavor, a color profile that I'm sure is going to fit one of your designs. And this has 7 shelf positions. So this is the induction range that has the most shelf positions out of anyone I'll talk about, and one of the biggest in the industry. It has a full width broiler. And this is important, especially if you're browning any meat or you're cooking something on the top like mozzarella sticks, or you're just trying to melt cheese. It has full width. So a lot of them only cover a certain portion, but this is end-to-end broiler. It comes in 30 or 36 inches. And like I said before, I do have an entire webinar video about Bertazzoni and the entire appliance line as well. So if you've ever been interested, go ahead and give it a look. With 2 ranges left, I'd like to touch on Bosch. It comes with a child lock and a safety switch off. So earlier when I was talking about those safety features, all of these have it, but the Bosch one, if you can see the end-to-end kind of slide-in feature, a lot of people ask me about the safety switch-off features here in the Bosch, and I always like to say that it does come with it. And Bosch, which is unique to this range, it comes with a warming drawer. So it's on the bottom. It's pictured in this range specifically. This is a Bosch benchmark. So it's always nice having a warming drawer, especially if you host parties or like sleepovers, or we just had Thanksgiving not too long ago. It's very convenient. There's 11 cooking modes. And then the cool part about Bosch is you get 2 color options. There's the classic stainless steel or the black stainless steel. There is a 30-inch option both in Bosch 800 series and Bosch benchmark, but they just came out with a new 36-inch. The last range I'm going to talk about today, and it is by far one of the most aesthetically pleasing looking ranges in my opinion. I think it's beautiful, is the Café. There's a lot of color options here, and there's accent options. So the base model, the base color package, it's either stainless steel or matte white. The pictured range here is matte white. And then the hardware would be either bronze, black, copper, or stainless steel. And you would specify the base and the hardware colors before ordering. They also have a no preheat air fry, which is great. There's 2 options to this range. So the one that I have pictured here is a dual oven. So with the dual ovens, you'll get smaller oven capacity, but you'll get that independent control. So if you're trying to multitask, do 2 things at once, this is going to be the range for you. But then they also have a single drop-down door as well. It is available in 30 or 36 inches. So we've talked about a lot of great products. We talked a lot about all the induction ranges that are top in 2023, but hardly ever are we just buying a range. Typically, we're looking for a big kitchen package. And you ask a lot of questions there, like where do we go? Who do I talk to? Do you install and deliver? Yes, we do. You ask about constant care delivery and installation services, you're going to be glad you did. because from the moment you place your order, you're going to get a dedicated Constant Care Premier Installation Project Manager. This person's going to be with you every step of the way to make sure all your questions are answered before and during delivery. You're going to get 2 executive pre-sites. This is going to ensure everything's going to fit. Everything's going to have an easy and clear path on installation day. This is going to make sure the electrical is in the right spot, water is hooked up. And then number 3, which is by far my most important and my favorite 3 out of the 5 topics here, is going to be our own in-house factory authorized installers. These are going to be Atherton Appliance and Kitchens people. This is not third party. We're trained by the manufacturers to make sure we get this done right the first time. And just to make sure that we get it right, we're going to go back out there and make sure you get a final fit and finish site visit just to make sure everything was installed to your satisfaction. And if it wasn't, for 1 full year, you're going to get a subscription to Constant Care Plus, which is going to protect our work for an entire year free of charge until you're perfectly satisfied. Lastly, I want to thank you again for tuning into my webinar. My name is Matt Mortensen, and I'm the Director of Trade and Business Development here at Atherton Appliance and Kitchens and BSC Culinary. If you have any questions or comments about any of the topics that we touched on today, I would be happy to address them. My email is matt@athertonappliance.com, or reach out to me if you'd like to visit one of our showrooms, either Atherton Appliance and Kitchens or BSC Culinary. I'd be able to help you out as well. And lastly, if you are looking for more information, go to our website and check out our blog, or check out our YouTube channel where we are updating videos weekly. Thanks.